Hello, in this video we will talk about Grafana alerts. We will create an alert rule. The alert rule will be based on an SQL query. This query will return points, and each point will have a property. When the data for the points were received last time. If we received it more than 1 hour ago, then the alert should be firing. And what we will set up for this alert. Each alert will trigger a separate email notification, because by default, if you have a look how Grafana sends alerts, it will, for example, you've got 2 points, and the points, for example, fired, and you will get only one email, and then in the body of this email you will see this information about these 2 points. That's not what we want. We want to receive separate email. For example, this email we will receive for alert for point 1 and another one for point 2. That's the first one. Secondly, the system will run the alert query every 1 minute. So it will query the database every 1 minute, but it will estimate the condition every 30 seconds. We also will change the email subject. When you get the email, you will be able to see the summary of the alert rule, which you provided when you set up the alert rule. And you will able to see the point name, which is firing or resolved. Also, the initial alert email will be sent 30 seconds after the alert begins firing. If the alert continues, a repeat notification will be sent every 2 minutes. It will not be sending like every 30 seconds this email. It will send it every 2 minutes. You will be able to change it. I will show you how you can change it. When the alert is resolved, the recovery email will be sent 30 seconds after it returns to a normal state. Okay, let's start. Here is our Grafana instance. That's our alert. I will show you how it is created. So here we have the query. So the query selects point name and hours with no data from the table. I selected from the table, but actually what you can do, you can create a more complicated SQL query which will return these fields. It doesn't really matter if it is from a table or it's from a very complex query, it doesn't matter. The only thing which matters, there should be only one number field. You cannot create an SQL with several number fields. It's not possible. So hours with no data, it's a number field. But you can have as many labels as you want, like varchar fields. In my case, I have point name. One important notice, if you want to send notifications like for each row, because right now if we run this query, you will see it returns 4 rows. But we want to send email for each row separately. And if you want to do it, you have to make sure that here you don't have some varchar columns which change. Because if something changes, Grafana will not be able to follow. It will fire the alert rule. You will get the email, but then after a minute, sometimes after like 2 minutes, you will get a notification that it is resolved, but it's not actually resolved. That's why make sure that your labels are always the same. In my case, point name is always the same. It's point 3, point 4. That's why everything will work fine. The next thing, I created a condition. So if hours with no data is more than 1, you see I don't put here hours with no data. It's because there can be only one numeric field, and Grafana knows that it has to take the numeric field and just use it here. Then it will be firing. The next thing, you will configure folders. It doesn't really matter what you configure. And then evaluation, group, and interval. That's what I said. So this trigger will be checking for this condition. Right now it's normal every 30 seconds. But the query here in the options, you see interval, it will be executed every 1 minute. You can make it 30 seconds, it's up to you, but the shorter the interval, the more queries will be sent to your database, and you have to be sure that your query doesn't take a long time to be executed. Okay, so that's how we solve the problem that we execute the query 1 minute, but we check for the condition every 30 seconds. This one, pending period. We don't want to have pending period at all. We want, if the alert has been triggered, we want to put it into the firing state immediately. If you want to let the alert be in some pending condition, it means that the alert will not be in firing state and you will not get an email, for example, for 5 minutes, and then every 30 seconds the alert rule will be checked, and if it's still in the firing condition after 5 minutes, only in this case it will send notification. But we don't want it. We do not want any pending period. The next stage, you configure notification policy. You can preview routing and you will see that it's a default notification policy over here, and it will be delivered to a contact point called Grafana default email. And then you configure the summary. Here is like a test alert fired. That will be the summary of the email. And that's all we have to configure over here. So by this configuration, what did we solve? First of all, we solved that the system will run the alert query 1 minute but check condition for 30 seconds. We said that the initial email is sent immediately. The 30 seconds we will configure that it will be firing immediately. 30 seconds will be configured later. And basically that's all. We put the summary and that's it. Okay, what is the next step? The next step is the notification policies. That basically defines how your email will be sent. Okay, let's open it. And here is the main thing. Right now you see this group by. If you use group by, then all rows will be in one message. But we don't want it. We want to receive a separate email for each row. For each point, we want to get a separate email. That's why we put it into disable. And then here is the timing option. Here is the 30 seconds. So what's group wait? When the alert is triggering, after 30 seconds, the email will be sent. You can put it to anything. What is group interval? After, for example, the alert is resolved, you will get an email also after 30 seconds. And then repeat interval equals to 2 minutes. You can change any of these times to anything you want. Okay, that's how it works. And the next thing after notification policy, notification policy sends it to contact points. What's inside the contact points? Here you provide the email where you want to send. You can add as many emails as you want. Then you can change the message and the subject of the email. Okay, how it works. What I did here. So here I put the summary from the alert, and then I put the label. Label is the columns from the query. To remember, we had point name and hours with no data. So label is point name. I can show you here. We go to alert rules again. Over here, you can see here point name. That's the label. Okay, let's go back to contact points. And that's basically the template. I will put a link to the description of the video. You will be able to see all the template variables. Like you've got here receiver, status, alerts, you can all use it. The only thing which I would like to add, if you want to use like labels or something like that from the alert, you need first, you see here is, you need to use alerts. And alert already has labels, annotations, starts. And if you find here an example, so how you get to these labels, annotations, to these attributes of each firing instance. You have range alerts, it's very important, and here, and then you already can query, for example, labels. And that's exactly what I did in the summary. Yeah, that's all about the configuration. I hope it was useful for you. Thank you. Bye.